frequency distribution of word order in languages surveyed by Russell S. Tomalan in 1980s. In linguistic typology, subject-verb-object is a sentence structure where the subject comes first, the verb second, and the object third. Languages may be classified according to the dominant sequence of these elements. The label is often used for ergative languages which do not have subjects, but have an agent-verb-object order. SVO is the most common order by number of speakers, and the second most common order by number of known languages, after SOV. Together, SVO and SOV account for more than 75% of the world's languages. It is also the most common order developed in Creole languages, suggesting that it may be somehow more initially obvious to human psychology. Languages regarded as SVO include Albanian, Arabic, Assyrian, Berber, Bulgarian, Chinese, English, Estonian, Filipino, Finnish, French, Kurdish, Ganda, Greek, Hausa, Modern Hebrew, Icelandic, Italian, Javanese, Kashmiri, Khmer, Latvian, Macedonian, Polish, Kashubian, Portuguese, Quiche, Romanian, Rotuman, Russian, Serbo-Croatian, Spanish, Swahili, Thai, Vietnamese, Yoruba and Zulu. The Romance languages generally follow the SVO pattern, except for certain constructions in many of them in which a pronoun functions as the object te amo or Spanish, te amo, or meaning, I love, in English. All of the Scandinavian languages follow this order as well but change to the SO when asking a question. Arabic and Hebrew will occasionally use an SVO pattern with sentences with subject pronouns. However, the subject pronouns here are grammatically unnecessary and most other constructions suggest that both languages are VSO languages at their core. But modern Hebrew generally uses SVO construction as well as the modern varieties of Arabic. Other SVO languages, such as English, can use an OSV structure on occasion in certain literary styles such as poetry. Properties. Subject-verb-object languages almost always place relative clauses after the nouns they modify and adverbial subordinators before the clause modified, with varieties of Chinese being notable exceptions. Although some subject-verb-object languages in West Africa, the best known being use postpositions in noun phrases, the vast majority of them have prepositions as in English. Most subject-verb-object languages place genitives after the noun, but a significant minority, including the postpositional SVO languages of West Africa, the Hmong-Mien languages, some Sino-Tibetan languages, and European languages such as Swedish, Danish, Lithuanian and Latvian, have prenominal genitives. Outside Europe, subject-verb-object languages have a strong tendency to place adjectives, demonstratives and numerals after the noun they modify. But Chinese, Vietnamese, Indonesian, and Malay place numerals before nouns, as in English. Some linguists have come to view the numeral as the head in this relationship to fit the rigid right branching of these languages. There is a strong tendency for so languages to have auxiliaries precede main verbs. I am thinking, he should reconsider, etc. Example sentences. An example of SVO order in English is, Andy ate cereal. The situation is more complex in languages that have no word order imposed by their grammar. Example. The Russian, Finnish and Hungarian languages have both the VO and OV constructs in their common word order uses. In some languages some word order is considered more natural than other. In some the order is the matter of emphasis. For X, the Russian allows to use subject-verb-object in any order and shuffle parts to bring up a slightly different contextual meaning each time. E.g., may be used to point out, she acts this way because she loves him, or is used in context. If you pay attention, you'll see that he is the one she truly loves, or may appear along the lines, I agree that cat is a disaster. but since my wife adores it and I adore her. In Polish, an SVO order is basic in an affirmative sentence, and different order is used to either emphasize some part of it or to adapt it to a broader context logic. E.g., Roarusi ini kupi, od phekam. In Turkish, where normally SOV is used, SVO can be used to emphasize the verb in some instances. For example, John Turkati Mary Ye is the answer to the question, what did John do with Mary, instead of the regular SOV sentence, John Mary Ye Turkati. In German, Dutch, and Kashmiri, SVO in main clauses coexists with SOV in subordinate clauses, as given in example 1 below, and a change in syntax, for instance, by bringing an adpositional phrase to the front of the sentence for emphasis, may also dictate the use of VSO, as in example 2. In Kashmiri, the word order in embedded clauses is conditioned by the category of the subordinating conjunction, as in example 3. Weiß, das ich jeden Sonntag das Auto wasche. Cf. The simple sentence, Ich wasche das Auto jeden Sonntag, I wash the car every Sunday. Elke Sonntag was ich der Auto. Ich was der Auto elke Sonntag translates perfectly into English, I wash the car every Sunday, but, as a result of changing the syntax, inversion SV to VS takes place. Myes firekia yithy.nitsi temish sathidaic. If the embedded clause is introduced by the transparent conjunction ZYI, the SOV order changes to SVO. Myes firekia tsima diak temish sathi. English developed from such a reordering language and still bears traces of this word order. For example, in locative inversion and some clauses beginning with negative expressions. Only, not only, under no circumstances, never, on no account, and the like. In these cases, do support may or may not be required, depending on the construction.